Thank you. You may be seated. Karthigai, welcome. In the name of our Supreme Lord Siva and our Master, His Holiness Brahma Sri Subhasubramani, Guru Swamigal, I extend my humble vanakkam, namaste, and loving greetings to you. And once again, happy Karthigai Deepam. I acknowledge with reverence and respect the spiritual head of the Sungam of South Africa, our loving Sri Swami Siva Yogananda, Swamis, Swaminis, Gurus, devotees, and spiritual leaders of other organizations present. On behalf of the spiritual head, spiritual council, the trustees, and the executive committee, I call a warm and loving welcome to our annual Karthigai Deepam celebration here today. Please do enjoy the program and the overwhelming experience as Swami Siva Yogananda leads us to experience the divine energy, invoking the blessings of Guru Swamigal and our loving Lord Siva Paraman. Please do join us at part 2 of our Karthigai Deepam celebration and prayer festival at the River Range on Sunday, with a mass service commencing at 9 a.m. This new site is absolutely awesome and a very conducive environment surrounded by beautiful nature, birds and animals. So please remember to bring your big blankets and sit in comfort on the grass and or under the trees. And also carry comfortable shoes to walk. Your hats and umbrellas to protect yourself from the sun. I think it will be a beautiful day on Sunday. But you need to protect yourself as well if it's going to be sunny. You can still enjoy it. Our annual birth commemoration day of Guru Swamigal is always on New Year's Day. This is the day that we give thanks and commemorate the life of Guru Swamigal. Please diarize 1 January 2025, starting at 10:30 here at Kavi Street. Early lunch will be provided. Looking forward to seeing you at all our future functions as well. The music group will continue with 4 hymns, starting with Deepam. extremely privileged to have this mighty organization under the esteemed leadership of our spiritual head, His Holiness Swami Saiva. I now hand you over to Swami for the main message and chanting. As Swami comes forward to the podium, I want to once again remind you to please switch off the cell phones or put it on silent mode, as we would not want to disturb the chanting.
கருணை வல்லமை ஈசன் அருளார் கருணை பெற்ற கமலமணி வீர பிரம்மஸ்ரீ சுப்பிரமணிய சுவாமிகள் திருப்பெயரார் சுவாமி அபேதமணி அவர்களுக்கும் மற்ற குருமார்களுக்கும் சிவனடியார்களுக்கும் சிவபக்தர்களுக்கும் பெரியோர்களுக்கும் பெற்றோர்களுக்கும் பிள்ளை சிறுவர்களுக்கும் எனது உள்ளங்கண்ட வணக்கத்தை நான் அடியேன் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். Allowing greetings, welcome, namaste, and namaskar to one and all of you. In the புனிதமான நன்னாளில் கார்த்திகை தீபம் நல்வாழ்த்துகள். Special greetings to you on this auspicious night of Karthigai Deepam. The Supreme Sivaparaman, whom we all worship, is omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. He is invisible, infinitive, and transcendental. He is beyond all names and forms, he is beyond time and space, and is beyond human comprehension. That is his true nature. It is therefore impossible for the finite mind of man to fathom the infinite power of God. Therefore, the supreme, all-powerful, all-compassionate Lord manifests in different forms so that he could make himself available and accessible to all of us, and to enable us to experience his love, his grace, his divine presence, and his energy. The light or the effulgence is an incredibly powerful manifestation of the Supreme Lord. So in order to ensure that we are able to reach him, he manifests. And he manifests in the light as well. The most high-powered and incredibly energizing experience of the effulgence is on the night of Karthigai Deepam. Even in the density of darkness, one will be able to experience this overwhelming presence of the Lord in this light. The fact that till Karthigai Deepam and its annual observance is recorded in the Ahana Guru, a book of poems which date back to ancient Tamil Sungam literature, which is about 300 BC. In itself is a revelation of how long Karthigai Deepam has been observed, even before Jesus Christ. So you can see how far back. It is on this particular day that a huge cauldron is lit on the holy volcanic mountain peak of Arunachala in Tiruvannamale, South India, at 6 p.m. Indian time. The sky is set ablaze and is visible for about 35 kilometers away. And all the devotees were on the mountain as well as in the surrounding regions, raised their hands to the flame in total surrender and supplication to the Lord in this fair. They experienced a profound connectedness, a oneness, a synergy with Sivaperuman in connecting with this light. Thousands of devotees gravitate from all over India for at least a week in advance to Tiruvannamale. And there are so many thousands also from different parts of the world reach Tiruvannamale for the sacred night of Karthigai Deepam. There are those who climb the mountain as a sacrifice and surrender to Supreme Sivaperuman. There are others who walk 14 kilometers around the mountain, Deepam, in a sacrifice and surrender to the Lord. There are even those who carry the tins of ghee, oil, and other materials that are required for the sacred lighting of the flame. A huge copper urn, is higher than my height, is also carried on the shoulders of individuals who walk up that hill to get to the top of the mountain. So that is an incredible sacrifice devotees make for the love for Sivaperuman. And as a result of that love and the sacrifice, devotees enjoy an overwhelming experience of divine energy. The lighting of the flame on top of the mountain symbolizes the destruction of Anavam. It is the most powerful malam or impurity that holds us back in our spiritual journey. Anavam is the ego and the egocentric desire that silently affect you on your journey. It is making you apply brakes as you're going forward. So with the result, you're not moving forward. You're either jumping on the spot or you're traveling very, very slowly. And with the light, there is emergence of light. And the light removes the darkness and symbolizes the removal of darkness and the emergence of enlightened consciousness. And this is what Karthigai Deepam needs to help us to reach. Guru Swami says, Katpanayum kadanda sodi datparamana purule yapparum paata unne apparum nansaru. Katpanayum kadanda sodi or jodi. The sacred light, the Lord in His sacred effulgence, Katpanayum kadanda, is beyond human imagination. Katpanayum kadanda sodi datparamana purule. He is the self-revealing power. Yapparum paata unne apparum nansaru. Oh God, whichever direction I look, all I see is your form alone. It is only your form that is revealed. This beautiful effulgence of Sivaperuman. Then Manikavaskar Swamigal in the Tiruvembe describes Lord Shiva as one with no beginning and no end, as the great effulgent light. It is great effulgent light that does not have a beginning nor an end. Adiyam Andamilla Perum Jodi. Manika Vasan refers to it as. And Upper Swamigal, South Indian mystic saint, Innapurina. Illaga vilakkudu irukkedupadu sollaga vilakkudu sodi ulladu pallaga vilakkudu palarum kaanbadu pallaga vilakkudu palarum kaanbadu Namasivayave. In this beautiful verse, Appal Swamigal said, the light within this body, which houses life, this body houses the life, it houses the light, and that light dispels darkness. Within the world stands out the great light that gives its meaning to the world. The light that is understood by every member of society. The light that is visible to followers of all religions in this world. That the light that realizes the truth within every loving person. It appears as a beautiful effulgence. That light is the sacred mantra. Namaskar. An associate professor of the University of Southern California once said that one adult human body has got so much of hydrogen atoms, if converted to electrical energy, it can light up half of the United States of America. One human body. So even our body is made up of light energy. And Guru Swamigal in the song Adi Param Purule says, Jodi Mayamana Deepangal Yangum Surda Adi Paraparane Sivalinga Maganine Kande. Then the master say, the Lord is the beginningless, the transcendental, and the immanent. The one that is filled with light, Deepam. Deepam everywhere and surrounded by this effulgence. He is immersed in this effulgence. He is surrounded by this effulgence, and the effulgence is everywhere. And Guru Swami says, I have seen him in the form of the Sivalingam. As he experiences this light, Guru Swami looks at this powerful effulgence and says, I have seen him as the form of Sivalingam. Even Karthigai Deepam Kandavakallam Karma Vinegal Pome. Karma Vinegal is your karmic suffering. All of us, as a result of the wrong thoughts, words, and actions, accumulate negative karma to ourselves, to our souls. And we go through karmic suffering as a result of the wrongs of the past. But Guru Swami says, if you catch sight of the light of the Karthigai on this beautiful night, all your karmic suffering will disappear. That's the assurance Guru Swami gives us in this song. And if we understand that, why are we here in this world today? Why have we taken on this human body and come into this world? Going through a human experience, experiencing all the opposite polarities of life. Before we came into this body and into this world, we were stuck. We were stuck without a body, without a mind, without an intellect. And our souls could not move forward. But our souls have intelligence. And because of the intelligence of the soul is aware of all the sins it has committed and all the negative karma that is associated with the soul. And therefore the soul, in a state of desperation, has a longing and a yearning to come back to this world in a human body so that it can repent for its sins and mitigate all its negative karma. But what happens when we come to this world? Our minds takes us off in a tangent. We forgot about the yearning and the longing we had, why we wanted to come here. We even repent for our sins and get rid of our negative karma. So we're so caught up with the muck and mire of this world, we're so attracted to and absorbed by the pleasures of this world, and we're caught up in the drama of human life, that instead of mitigating the negative karma, we are accumulating more and more karma through our thoughts, words, and deeds. So, Guru Swami has created a pathway for us to follow, to help us to get rid of all this negative emotion that we're going through, all the negativity, that karma that we're experiencing. And therefore, he wants us to be conscious at every step of our journey that we have a goal to reach in this human life. And only if we reach that goal, we can be one with Saiva in this beautiful effulgence. The esoteric significance is that he who sees the light of light burning eternally in the chambers of one's heart through constant meditation attains immortality. The lighting in the Arunachala mountains brings home to us the message that Lord Saiva is self-effulgent, is Jyoti Swarup, is the light of light and sun of suns. And it is only through the meditation that we can experience the overwhelming presence of Saiva as the divine light. That is why Guru Swami goes, Nanyaru, Niyaru, Arivadya, Anvedi. And he goes on to say, Dhyanam ennum padiyeri alaya vendum Anvedi. Dhyanam is meditation. It's the padiyeri. When we come to all the functions and we are exposed to all the spiritual functions and spiritual activities, it gives us an opportunity to constantly go up the spiritual rungs of the ladder until we get to the top of the ladder. And when we get to the ladder, on the top, Guru Swami says, Dhyanamennum padiyari araya vendum. It is only through meditation that you will be able to connect with the Supreme Saiva. And therefore, moving up every step of the ladder is these functions like this, Karthigai, Deepam, the Shakti prayers, the Sivaratri, all functions that helps you to keep moving up the rungs of the spiritual ladder. Saiva He is within us. And the beautiful effulgence of Saiva is illuminating our inner world and beautifying our outer world. But we are unable to see Sivaperuman within us. Why? On a sunny day, if you are outside and you'll be able to see the sun and experience the light. But on a dark, cloudy day, you will neither be able to see the sun nor experience the light. So the light and the effulgence is within, we are unable to experience it because we are creating the cloudiness in our inner world. And that cloudiness are the negative emotions of anger, hatred, envy, jealousy, lust, greed, lack of forgiveness, fear. It's a whole host of things that build up in our inner world. And we must understand that whatever is happening to you outside is inevitably and inextricably linked to what is going on in the inside. You change the inside and the outside will change. If you want to find peace in the world, if you want to find bliss, you have to change your inner world. In India, most of the temples in South India, if you go to the temples, the Mula Sthan, the inner sanctum, is very, very dark. You can't see the God that is seated in the inner sanctum. But when the priest lights the lamp and he turns the light around the murti, whether it's Lord Nadaraja, whether it's the Shivalinga, then it brightens up. The light exposes the God that is in the darkness. So, in our own lives, the darkness is like a curtain that prevents us from experiencing and connecting with our own beautiful inner effulgence. And to experience the inner effulgence requires a tremendous amount of sacrifice, passion, love, and you have to do a lot of work. I've had amazing experiences, but to get to my experiences, I had to do a lot. Today is the 13th of December. On the 12th day of 2012, on the 12th day of the 12th month of the year 2012, I went into 3 days and 3 nights in a dark room, absolutely dark. And if I came out of the room, I had my eyes completely blocked. I remained in total darkness 3 days, 3 nights. That is my sadhana, to experience that. You can only experience the power of Sivaperuman in the intensity of the darkness. And in that process of remaining for 3 days, 3 nights, I've experienced phenomenal light. And when I came out of that dark room, my wife went in with another 3 days. So I had to take care of the house. So it is a powerful experience with God. The intensity of the sadhana I want to share with you is that I went into a program, Journey into Enlightenment. It is for 28 days, from morning 7 o'clock to evening 7 o'clock. Can you imagine yourself sitting from 7 to 7 every day for 28 days? Intensive sadhana, going through an intensive workout. You go internally to discover who you really are. You mitigate all the things inside that is affecting your life. And I've done this 2 or 3 times, going through this process to bring me to where I am. And now if I go into my shrine at home and I pray, lights start flashing on either side of my eyes. Guru Swami refers to that. Lights would flash on either side of your eyes. The flashing lights, if anybody was there with me, they will not see it. I see it. That is the result of the intensive sadhana. If I'm driving at night and come to a stop street, the light flashes. The Lord is indicating to me that He is present with me. If I'm driving alone at night, He is there with me. I've also spoken to the Supreme Lord connecting with the light. When I was in India in meditation, I expressed gratitude to God for taking me on the journey. And I told Him, Lord, please take care of the children who are at home in South Africa while we are here in India. Would you please show me a sign that you have listened to my pleas and prayers? Then powerful light was flowing out of my Agnya chakra. As the light was flowing out, it became large light, like huge clouds. Then I turned to Lord, why are you emptying me out of all the beautiful effulgence? Please, I want you back inside. And the light turned around, came back into the Agni Chakra within. So you can see, it's not just seeing the light, you can communicate with the light and have response. This is how powerful an experience you could have with the Supreme Sivaparaman in the form of the light, but it requires intensive work on your part, and phenomenal transformation needs to take place for you to go into that kind of experience. So, on this beautiful night of Mahasivaratri, all I could pray and invoke the blessings of Sivaparaman upon each one of you. And I pray that you can experience the energy and the vibrations of the light permeating your entire body, mind, and soul. I pray that you will experience peace. I implore you very lovingly, open your hearts, let your hearts flower, and radiate your love to everybody without any discrimination. That is the starting point. And you see what changes will start happening in your life. And when you come to the night of the sacred night of Karthigai, you will see the phenomenal changes that are happening in your life. I pray that you will find joy in your hearts, peace in your minds, and bliss in your lives. God bless each one of you now and always. We will chant the sacred mantra, Karthigai Jyoti, a few times, and then we go into meditation. Karthigai Jyoti, Karthigai Jyoti, Karthigai Jyoti, Please sit comfortably with your spine upright so that your chakras are in alignment. Place your hands, palms facing upwards, on your lap. In order to ground yourself into a state of relaxation, gently breathe with slow, long breaths in and slowly out. Now visualize a golden ball of light in the sanctum sanctorum of your heart. The Supreme Sivabhagavan is in the form of golden ball of light in the sanctum of your heart. And as you take a deep breath in, visualize the ball of light is expanding in your heart. And as you breathe out, the ball of light diminishes in size, but the light spreads throughout your body, filling every cell in your body with golden light. Feel the energy and the vibrations as the light is permeating your entire body with every outward breath. Continue this process, visualizing the light expanding in your chest with every inward breath and the light flowing throughout your body with every outward breath. Feel the energy and the vibrations of Lord Shiva as this beautiful effulgence takes over your body. continue feeling the golden ball of light expanding in your chest as you breathe in, and it is spreading all over your body as you breathe out. Now remember and reflect on all those beautiful, precious moments in your life in which you have experienced joy, happiness, peace, love. Remember and reflect on all your successes and your accomplishments. And remember all your loved ones that surround your life. All of these things have happened as a result of the grace of God. Just remembering and reflecting is your expression of gratitude to God. Now that you are in a beautiful space, share with God in the form of the beautiful effulgence in your heart one very important thing that is in your life right now. Whatever is important to you in your life right now, share that with God, because He is your best friend. Now radiate your love, light and blessings for this country so that there is stability, peace and interracial harmony in this country. Radiate your love, light and blessings to the whole world so that there is peace within countries and peace between countries. In these turbulent times, in the period of Kali Yuga, we are going through enormous challenges. Pray for the world, for global transformation. Slowly come back to your body. You become aware of your mind. You listen to your breathing as you become grounded. bring your palms together in front of your heart and give thanks and gratitude to God. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Thank you, Nandri. Welcome.
Planning and executing functions take a lot of preparation, and it's always heartening to see the response and the results. We extend our thanks and appreciation to Lord Saiva for guiding us and giving us the strength and courage to create a conducive environment.
Loving devotees, I'm just going to take over. Yeah? In the planning and the execution of function takes a lot of preparation, and it's always heartwarming to see the response and results. We extend our thanks and appreciation to Lord Saiva for guiding us, giving us the strength and courage to create a conducive environment with excellent content that devotees can come out and experience absolute divine energy. To our spiritual head, His Holiness Swami Sithantha, we are extremely indebted for your esteemed leadership and taking us to greater heights within the principles of Saivism. All the logistics for today's function were very successfully handled by the planning team and supported by the Durban branch and the Amsterdam branch. Well done to the team for creating this beautiful, conducive environment. Even today's supper was prepared with love and affection by the members of the Sangam, and I'm certain that the supper will be amazing. Thank you to all our members, sponsors, and well-wishers. Your contributions are greatly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, your presence here today is greatly appreciated. I trust that your time spent here with us this evening was spiritually uplifting, and that you now feel liberated from the imprisonment of darkness to the freedom of glory and enlightenment. On behalf of the spiritual head, Swami Sithantha, the Executive Council, officials and members of the Saiva Sangam, we thank you for attending and sharing this great day with us. Supper will be served in the dining room. It's a buffet style, I'm told. There will be a queue, so please enjoy the energy here at the altar before leaving. Take a few selfies and put them up on social media and say that you were here today at the Saiva Sangam Universal Missions Karthigai Deepam celebration. We'd like you to save the trees, so please can you hand back the song copies for the use of Jyoti Malay on Sunday. Remember that you can scan the QR code if you have a smartphone, and you will then have the copies on your phone. With that, I want to wish you all a safe journey. Nandri and Bye.